morning, this is Joyce, and I am here with a couple project shares that I'm going to do all on one video. I started making some cards because my stash is low and I've got 3 or 4 birthdays coming up for April, so I have got to get busy. And then I just needed some generic cards because sometimes you want to give a card, you know, just give a card, but you don't want it to be all of that, just a card. So this one I'm not sure about. I've got everything kind of off-centered. It's okay. I used my Blush Glam. No, I didn't use Blush Glam. I used, what's the new one I bought, ladies? Anyway, something, here it is. Sorry, I pulled out a lot of papers because I wanted to do some flip books. So I was cleaning out my paper. I used the Flower Market for these cards for the first 2. And I used I'm coming. Sorry, it's early in the morning. I use this sheet, and I can get a couple more pieces out of that, and I use from this sheet, which I really love. And then I've got one card base ready to go, so I just have to decide what I'm going to do to the top on that one. I put together just a generic card, and see, I put it kind of off-center, but I think I'm going to add a little bling to it. You know, I'm not perfect. I kind of like it off-centered. I may not even use it, but I did mat the inside. And like I said, this one is just generic. I actually have a piece of bling that's kind of a corner piece that I thought about doing there. And maybe put a birthday cake or something here. Since I have some gold birthday cakes and stuff, I may put a piece there. So that's that one. Then this one was just from some scraps that I had out from another project that I had worked on. And I thought I would do something with it. This paper was a 6x6 pad, and I think it was basic gray. But like I said, these are just generics. Inside is pink. I haven't stamped anything. I did stamp the back. So, and then I inked the edges just because that white was so stark on top of those colors, so I kind of inked it down, and I kind of like it. It's very basic. And then I did this one for my granddaughter. Her birthday is the 9th. She's 19. Yeah, she's gonna be 19 or 20. Anyway, you know, we forget. I used my new die from Lawn Fawn. This is the smallest one. The happy birthday is from some stickers that's somebody sent me years ago, and I found them, and it's just nothing but happy birthdays and thank yous, and I thought that was perfect. I used Spellbinders die to cut all my mats and the papers that I showed you, and this is a basil. The first mat is a basil because it's textured, and it's from basil. And that's the Flower Market. And the image is from Kenny K, and I colored it using my Copic markers, and I glittered the shoes and some glitter up along her arm and stuff. And like I said, this one is for my granddaughter, and that's the inside. I still have to stamp and write something. And of course, I always stamp my back. And those are the start of my cards. And last year, when Hobby Lobby had the Craft Text on clearance, I bought up all I could get from my store. And Craft Text is just used. You can make purses, you can make books, you can make whatever. I don't have one with the packaging out because I threw that away. But anyway, I cut that, and I used a piece of paper from another another Craft Smart pack of paper, and I made a cover. It's kind of like a Midori cover, but it's not Midori. And I don't like the rubber bands because they are so thin. But I put my little event journal that I'm working on. It started out, I got a trip in there from when I went to Chicago. I'll just flip through. This is when I got to be with some of my babies. And I like to, when I go on trips, I like to write, what I did and how much time and all that kind of stuff. And I've also been using it for little events around town. This is when I did the craft show. Those are pictures of my son and his daughter. This is when I did the Hope Market, and I like to write what was going on. That's one of the ladies that I work with. And these are like the letters that I was sent, and preparation. That's the flyer that they did. And this is on my girlfriend's farm. You can see the horses out there. That was the day I was going to buy my car. And I just happened to find that picture. Now I've got some blank pages because I have pictures that I'm going to put in between there. And then this is when I did the race in November. These are people that I work with. And those, that's all the stuff from the race. The track club is one of the sponsors, and stickers that I had from Hobby Lobby. And it was a group of us, so I did that. And that was the end of that one. And then I've got more stuff to put in there, so that and it's just let's go somewhere fun. My favorite thing to do is go where I've never been. That's the cover that I had originally. And this is what the inside looks like. I just used what is that stuff called? It's like a adhesive glue that you just iron on. This one is kind of stiff, so I'm gonna try something different. I mean, I like the look of it, but I made that. And then you just open up your page to the center, and I guess that could be considered the center. Well, it's gonna be. I have no idea where the center is, but anyway, I'm gonna put that back. So I made that just because I've been wanting to buy me a Midori cover or a Foxy Fix or one of them. I'm gonna find some thicker rubber band, some thicker elastic, because this is really thin. It's just some I had bought because I thought it was twine. But I'm going to buy some bigger. So anyway, that is my cover. So those are the beginning of my projects. I've got more cards. I've been coloring images. I can't remember. I don't use my Copics as much as I used to, and I'm finding that some of them are dried out, so I'm going to have to do some replacing or buy some refills. But that is my project share. Thanks for watching, everybody. I better get busy because it is... Oh, what time is it? It is 6:04, so it is definitely getting time for me to finish getting ready for work and get breakfast and lunch together. So have a great day, everybody. Bye.